The sun was sinking low behind the county line, a red dirt glowing like a bottle of old red wine. Your name was written in the dust on my dashboard, from every mile we ever rode before. The radio was humming some old sad song, steel guitar crying softly all night long. I held the wheel but my mind was on you. Some roads end but memories roll through. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. There's a diner where we used to stop for pie, coffee steaming while the trucks roll by. You trace hearts on the foggy window glass, saying some kind of love was built to last. I still hear your boots on that wooden floor, hear the bell ring on that diner door. Small town nights and a slow dance tune underneath that pale October moon. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. Maybe somewhere past the county line, you found a road that runs more kind, where broken hearts don't lose their way and love don't slip like yesterday. But if the night gets cold where you roam and you miss the road that led you home, just follow that old midnight sky. You'll find me where the headlights lie. There's dust on the old highway tonight, your shadow riding in the passenger light. Every mile feels like yesterday, when your laughter used to lead the way. Now the wind sings where your voice won't stay, through fields of gold and fences gray. But love like ours don't fade away, it just drifts like dust on the old highway. So I'll keep driving slow through memory's lane, past rusted signs and summer rain. If love's a road that never dies, I'll meet you there where the horizon lies. With dust on the old highway tonight, and your ghost riding in the fading light. There's a gravel road that runs past Miller's farm, curves slow where the willow trees grow. That's a place we used to park at night, watching fireflies in a golden glow. Your laughter used to fill the summer air, like a song drifting through the pines. Lord, those nights felt endless then, like love would outlast time. Right where the gravel road bends tonight, I can almost see your face in the glow of the truck's old headlights and the silence of this place. Every mile since you said goodbye feels like walking through a dream, but I still stop where that road turns slow, where you once leaned close to me. There's a mailbox leaning by the fence, paint chipped off from years of rain. We carved our names in that cedar post back when hearts didn't know pain. The town's grown quiet since you left, just a few porch lights in the wind. But some memories never pack their bags, they just stay where they've been. Right where the gravel road bends tonight, I can almost hear you laugh in the whisper of the midnight breeze moving through the grass. Every mile since you said goodbye feels like walking through a dream, but I still stop where that road turns slow, where you once leaned close to me. Baby, love's like an old dirt road, sometimes straight, sometimes it strays, sometimes it fades into the distance, sometimes it finds its way. And if your heart ever wanders back through the fields and faded signs, you'll find me waiting in that old truck, right where your hand met mine, right where the gravel road bends tonight. Underneath the southern sky, I still feel your hand in mine every time the wind rolls by. Though the world keeps moving on past the dreams we used to know, my heart still lives in that quiet turn where the gravel road bends slow. Yeah, the stars still shine the same tonight over fields of silver grain. And somewhere in that country dark, your love still calls my name.
There's a yellow letter on my windowsill, folded soft and lying still. Ink has faded, words run thin, but I can still remember when I wrote your name 1,000 times between the lines in quiet rhymes, hoping somehow you might see what your leaving did to me. The train rolled out that autumn night, underneath the station light, your shadow fading down the track like a promise not coming back. I stood there in the falling rain, holding every ounce of pain, and the letter in my trembling hand said more than I could understand. It's a letter I never sent to you, full of words that once rang true. Every line a lonely prayer, wishing you were still right there. Time may pass and hearts may mend, but some goodbyes don't ever end. And every night my heart still spins, reading that letter never sent. Now the town's grown old and slow, and the winter wind still blows through the fields where we once walked, sharing dreams and country talk. Sometimes when the evening falls and the old screen door still calls, I swear I hear your footsteps then coming down that road again. Maybe love was meant to be just a quiet memory, like a song the radio plays from those long forgotten days. But every time the stars appear I still hold that letter near and whisper words I never meant inside that letter never sent. It's a letter I never sent to you, full of words that once rang true. Every line a lonely prayer, wishing you were still right there. Time may pass and hearts may mend, but some goodbyes don't ever end. And every night my heart still spins, reading that letter never sent. If the wind could carry sound across the miles of empty ground, maybe somewhere you would hear the love I wrote but left right here. It's a letter I never sent to you, full of dreams we once held true. Though the years have slowly went, so has that letter never sent. Still lying on that windowsill, soft and quiet, folded still.
There's a gravel road outside this town where the tall grass leans when the sun goes down. An old oak tree by the riverside, that's where I met you that July.
You wore a dress the color of sky, barefoot dancing as the fireflies lit the fields like a quiet prayer, and I knew my heart was waiting there.
I remember that warm southern breeze carrying songs through the willow trees. You tipped your hat and softly smiled like you'd known me all the while.
The river hummed a gentle tune, silver moon in a velvet June, and somewhere in that golden glow my heart decided not to go.
Where the river meets the road tonight, underneath that pale moonlight, your hand in mine feels just like home. No matter where this life may roam, through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby. If love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
Years roll by like an old freight train, sunshine days and a little rain, but every mile just proves it true. This world feels right when I'm with you.
Front porch swing in a mason jar, counting wishes on a falling star. Every dream I ever owned started where that river flowed.
Morning light through the cabin door, your boots resting on the wooden floor, coffee warm in both our hands like time decided it would stand.
If someday these roads grow long and our steps don't feel as strong, just hold my hand the way you do, and I'll still walk this life with you. Where the river meets the road tonight, underneath the pale moonlight, your hand in mine feels just like home. No matter where this life may roam, through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby. If love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
If the wind should carry us far away,
past the hills where the red leaves sway,
just remember where our story growing.
Every sunset paints it gold,
like a promise we still hold.
where the river meets the road tonight.
Stars above and lantern lights, your heart and mine forever know this love's the only home I know.
Through every mile and changing sky, through every tear and lullaby, if love's a road we're walking slow, I'll stay with you wherever it goes.
Where the river meets the road,
that's where our two hearts go. There's a porch light glowing down the lane, through the soft and falling summer rain. Every mile I've traveled through always leads me back to you.
your rocking chair still faces west, where the sunset paints the sky its best, and the wind through every pine whispers that your heart is mine.
I've been watching down that road where the dusty old trucks roll, every evening just the same, hoping soon you'll call my name.
The kettle sings on the stove like a song the night wind knows, and the lantern by the door shines a little more than before.
There's a porch light waiting just for you, shining warm and shining true, through the dark and through the rain. Love will guide you home again, no matter how far roads may bend or how long the night may stand. There's a light that will stay true, that porch light waiting there for you. Every highway mile I roam only makes me miss that home, where your laughter fills the air and your footsteps climb the stair.
The stars above this open land feel the warmth of your gentle hand, like the echo of a tune underneath that southern moon.
Time may wander like the wind,
but love still finds its way again. Every night I softly pray that your road comes back this way.
when your truck pulls into view,
my whole world feels brand new, like the first night that we knew this old love was strong and true.
there's a porch light waiting just for you, shining warm and shining true,
Through the dark and through the rain, love will guide you home again, no matter how far roads may bend
or how long the night may stand.
there's a light that will stay true,
That porch light
waiting there for you. Even when the miles grow wide,
love will never lose its guide.
every road our hearts pursue finds that porch light shining through.
There's a porch light waiting just for you, shining warm and shining true, through the dark and through the rain. Love will guide you home again, no matter how far roads may bend or how long the night may stand.
There's a light that will stay true,
That porch light
waiting there for you.
porch light glowing soft and true.
Always shining there for you.
It's a quarter past midnight on Highway 9. The radio's humming soft and low, an old steel guitar crying through the static like a ghost from long ago. Your seat's still empty by the window, but I swear I feel you near. Every word that singer's singing sounds like something we used to hear. You were the last song on the radio before the silence came, the melody that lingers on even when I change the station. Now every road and every mile echoes soft and slow with the love I lost one summer night, and the last song on the radio. We used to drive through sleepy towns past neon lights and closed cafes, your head resting on my shoulder while the jukebox tunes would play. You said some songs don't ever end, they just fade into the air. But every time that chorus hits, I still feel you there. You were the last song on the radio before the silence came, the melody that lingers on even when I change the station. Now every road and every mile echoes soft and slow with the love I lost one summer night, and the last song on the radio. If love's a tune that heaven writes, maybe someday we'll hear it again on some quiet road past midnight where broken hearts can mend. And if the night ever brings you back through the miles you used to know, you'll find my heart still listening for that old familiar song. You were the last song on the radio, still playing in my soul, through dusty roads and lonely nights where the country winds still blow. And though the world keeps turning on and the years keep moving slow, I'm still driving through the dark with that last song on the radio. Yeah, the signal's fading far away, but the memory won't let go of the night you rode beside me, and the last song on the radio. I saw you walking through the field where the summer sky was gently sealed, golden sunlight in the air, wildflowers tangled in your hair. You turned around and softly smiled like the earth itself went quiet a while, and every breeze that wandered through carried me a little closer to you.
You stood there leaning on that gate like a story written by fate, dusty boots and a shy hello, and a heart too warm to let me go. The meadow swayed in shades of green like a living country dream, and somewhere in that moment fair, love was blooming everywhere.
Wildflowers in your hair tonight, dancing in the amber light. Every petal softly sways like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go, like a drifting river flow. I still see you standing there with wildflowers in your hair. Front porch evenings settling down, soft guitars in this quiet town, your voice humming low and sweet, keeping rhythm with my heartbeat.
Every sunset paints the sky with colors no one can deny, but none of them compare to wildflowers in your hair.
Autumn winds begin to rise, silver laughter in your eyes.
Time may wander far away, but love still finds a way to stay.
If the road grows long and wide, I'll still be right here by your side.
Every prayer and every prayer still holds wildflowers there.
Wildflowers in your hair tonight, dancing in the amber light. Every petal softly sways like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go like a drifting river flow, I'll still see you standing there with wildflowers in your hair.
Even when the winter snow covers fields we used to know,
spring will whisper through the air,
bringing flowers back to where
love was waiting everywhere, with wildflowers in your hair.
wildflowers in your hair tonight.
Dancing in the amber light,
Every petal softly sways
it's like our slow forever days. If the seasons come and go like a drifting river flow, I'll still see you standing there with wildflowers in your hair. Wildflowers in your hair.
love still blooming everywhere.
Rain on a tin roof, talking like it's preaching to my soul. Every drop reminder of the things I can't control. There's a Bible on the table and your picture in a frame. Funny how the good Lord listens when I whisper your name. We built this house for nothing, just sweat and borrowed nails. Dreams stacked high as lumber, and faith that never failed. You said love's the only shelter when the cold wind blows through. Now I hear that truth in every storm since I lost you. This tin roof testimony sings louder than my pride. Every crack and every nail knows the tears I hide. If grace comes down in raindrops and mercy falls like truth, then heaven sounds a lot like rain on this old tin roof. I remember Sunday mornings with your hand inside of mine, hymns floating through the rafters, soft and out of time. Your laugh was like a sunrise breaking through the gray. Now the silence sits beside me where you used to pray. Folks say time will heal it like a field left fallow bare, but time just teaches patience with an empty chair. Still I feel you in the thunder and the hush between the drops, like you're saying I'm still with you, and love don't ever stop. This tin roof testimony rolls steady through the night. Every rumble in the distance feels like heaven's light. It fades a simple whisper, carried soft and slow. Then heaven sounds a lot like rain on this tin roof. I ain't angry at the good Lord for taking you away. I just miss the way you look at me at the end of every day. And if there's a porch in paradise with a view of fields so wide, save a place beside you, I'll be there when it's my time. This tin roof testimony still echoes through my years, turning pain into a prayer and heartache into tears. If love outlives the body and the soul keeps beating through, then heaven sounds a lot like rain on this old tin roof. This tin roof testimony sings louder than my pride. Every crack and every nail knows the tears I hide. If grace comes down in raindrops and mercy falls like truth, then heaven sounds a lot like rain on this old tin roof.
Mama's lace curtains by the window still sway in the evening breeze. Sunlight falls across the floor like it did when you loved me. We'd sit at that little kitchen table, talking about our plans, your rough hands wrapped around mine like I'd always understand. The radio played Patsy's voice, soft and low and true. You'd hum along off-key like it was meant for you. We didn't have much money, but we had enough somehow. Love felt like forever, right here and right now. Under Mama's lace curtains, we built our little dream with secondhand furniture and love stitched in the seams. Through every storm and worry, through every doubt that hurt us, we believed in forever under Mama's lace curtains. But time has a way of moving like a train you can't outrun, and people change like seasons underneath the same old sun. One day you packed your memories in a cardboard box, left nothing but the echo of your boots on those front steps. Now I sit here in the quiet with dust dancing in the light, and every tear I try to hide shines in plain sight. I still hear your laughter in the creak of every floorboard, and that steel guitar keeps whispering what we had before. Under Mama's lace curtains, we swore we'd never part. Now they frame the lonely shadow of a broken heart. Through every faded picture, through every memory that hurts, I still see forever like we wanted to. Maybe it's just borrowed time between I and you. But I'd give anything tonight to feel your arms again and dance across that kitchen floor like we did back then. Under Mama's lace curtains, where the evening light falls blue, I still keep a place inside that only belongs to you. Though the years keep turning pages and the past still sometimes hurts, my heart stays young forever under Mama's lace curtains.
I found your letter by the county line, tucked inside my coat, and paper worn and edges torn from words you never spoke. You said the fields are turning gold and the dog still waits each day, and you still set a place for me, though I chose to walk away. The highway signs look different when I read your careful hand. Every line between the ink felt like shifting sand. You wrote, I hope you're finding whatever you were looking for, but I saw the space between those words was hurt you couldn't ignore. This letter from the county line cuts deeper than goodbye. Every word a reminder of the tears you didn't cry. If home's more than a memory, then I've been blinded out of time, holding on to nothing with this letter from the county line. I remember how the wind would move across that open land, how your hair would catch the sun like it had its own command. We were young and sure of love, like it couldn't ever fade. But youth don't teach you how to keep the promises you made. I've been sleeping in cheap motels with ghosts I can't outrun, but your words keep knocking like a distant drum. You said if you ever find your way back down that gravel drive, you'll see a light still burning and a love that's still alive. This letter from the county line reads like mercy on a page, like a second chance at something I was foolish to trade. If forgiveness has a doorway and pride's the only crime, then I'm turning this old truck around with this letter from the county line. I ain't proud of all I've done or the miles I've let divide, but a man can still come home if he swallows up his pride. And if your heart's still open like those fields beneath the sky, then I'm driving through the sunset, not saying goodbye. This letter from the county line saved a soul tonight, turned a wanderer around toward a porch light inside. If love's still waiting patient where the red dirt meets the pine, then I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter from the county line. Yeah, I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter ladder from the county line. There's a stretch of wire and cedar posts run along the Johnson field, leaning like they're tired of holding every secret they conceal. I walked that fence since I was 10, with dirt between my toes. Learned that life don't give you much, but it gives you what you sow. You used to meet me halfway down where the tall grass kissed the sky, jar full of those fireflies shining in your eyes. We talk about a house someday with a porch and painted white. Never thought how fragile dreams can be in the daylight. Just fence posts and fireflies underneath the southern sky. That's where I first held your hand and believed love wouldn't die. No silver spoons, no city lights, just your heart beating close to mine. All I ever really needed was fence posts and fireflies. The crops came thin that summer, and the bank came calling hard. I let my temper get the best of me, and it left a scar. You said a man ain't measured by the money in his jeans, but I was too busy fighting to hear what that love means. Now the fence is near to falling and the paint's all peeling through, but I'd give every acre for one more night with you. I still see those tiny lights dancing in the dark, like pieces of forgiveness floating in my heart. Fence posts and fireflies, that's where my soul still goes. Back before the hurting, back before the cold. If I could trade these restless years for one sweet summertime, I'd be standing there beside you with fence posts and fireflies. A man can lose a fortune and a man can lose his pride, but losing love that's steady is a harder thing inside. And every night the sky still shines with sparks I can't deny. They whisper your name softly like fireflies. Fence posts and fireflies still glow in memory, like the best of who I was and who I hope to be. If heaven's just a back road where the stars don't say goodbye, I'll be waiting there to find you with fence posts and fireflies.
There's a silver locket on a chain lying by my bed, faded picture tucked inside of words we never said. Your smile's caught in black and white, like it don't know time can change. All that's left of you and me is this silver locket on a chain. You gave it to me that county fair beneath the Ferris wheel, cotton candy on your lips and promises we'd seal. You said keep this close to your heart no matter where I roam, but you never said how far love drifts when one heart leaves home. Oh, this silver locket on a chain holds more than it should. Every tiny scratch and dent knows we meant it good. I wear it like a memory that time can't rearrange. All my tears still fall the same on this silver locket on a chain. The town still talks and whispers when your name comes up in bars. They say you found a brighter road under bigger stars. But bright don't mean much comfort when the night grows cold and long, and a woman's left with nothing but a faded love song. I've tried to tuck it in a drawer and lock the past away, but every time I close my eyes it finds me anyway. Some loves don't break in anger, they just quietly strange, like a heart still beating softly in a silver locket on a chain. Oh, this silver locket on a chain still rests against my skin, like it's listening for footsteps that ain't coming back again. If I ever learn to let you go, I doubt I'll ever change, 'cause part of me stays frozen in that silver locket on a chain. Maybe someday I'll unclasp it and set this memory free, but tonight it feels like the only proof you once belonged to me. And though your love slipped through my hands like summer rain, your ghost still lives forever in this silver locket on a chain. Oh, this silver locket on a chain knows every tear I hide. It rests above a broken heart that never learned goodbye. If love could turn back time again or ease this quiet pain, I'd still be standing where we were with this silver locket on a chain.
There's a porch light shining softly at the edge of our small town. It's been burning since you left me when when that factory shut down.
Suitcase by the screen door, dust rising from your boots. You said I'll come back stronger, I just prayed the love was proof.
I chased work across the state lines under cold and restless skies. Every night I saw your face there in the moonlight passing by.
Every mile felt like forever, every paycheck felt too small. But your voice through that old phone line was the reason I stood tall.
Keep the porch light on for me, like a beacon in the night. Through the long roads and the lonely, you're my only guiding light. No matter how far I roam, your love's the road that leads me home. Keep the porch light on for me, I'm coming back, just wait and see.
I'd sit out on those wooden steps with your flannel wrapped up tight, listening to the crickets sing every quiet summer night.
Neighbors said I was foolish to believe in what we had,
but love don't scare that easy when it's the best you've ever had.
Then one fall evening driving with the radio down low,
I saw that little county sign and my heart began to glow.
Gravel popping under tires as I turned onto our street,
And that porch light shining steady made the picture feel complete.
You kept the porch light on for me, like a star I couldn't miss. Through the long nights and the distance, you were worth every risk. No matter how far I'd roam, your love's the road that led me home. You kept the porch light on for me,
And now I'm right where I should be.
I was never losing faith,
I was counting every day,
hoping love was strong enough
to find its way back home.
and that little light still shining brought this wandering heart back home.
Keep the porch light on for us through the years that lie ahead, when our hair turns gray as winter and more words go unsaid.
No matter what this world may be, you're the only home for me. Keep the porch light on, my love, that's where I'll always be.
Leave that light on
I'll leave it on
for you and me. There's a suitcase by the bedroom door and a silence hanging low. Your shadow on the faded wall is the only thing that knows. We said words we can't take back, like bottles thrown in the wind. Now the house we built together feels like it's closing in. Your coffee cup still on the stove, lipstick on the rim. Funny how the smallest things can cut you to the skin. I never meant to let love fade like a song we used to know, but sometimes pride grows louder than the truth we're scared to show. Play me one more song before I guitar cry slow. Let the melody remind us of the love we used to know. If this really is goodbye, let it fall soft, not cold. Play me one more song before I go. We were young and full of fire, dancing barefoot in the yard, counting stars on summer nights, never thinking love was hard. But dreams don't always line up like we prayed they would, and sometimes two good hearts just don't fit like they should. I'll remember how you held me when the winter winds blew strong, and how your laughter filled this house like my favorite country song. There ain't no anger in my voice, just a tear I can't control. 'Cause losing you ain't easy, even if it's time to go. Play me one more song before I go. Let it echo down this hall. Let every gentle harmony say we gave it all. If the morning finds me gone and this house feels cold and hollow, play me one more song before I go. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll forgive the things we said. Maybe we'll look back on this and smile instead. But tonight the only comfort is this melody we know. So darling, turn that record on and let it spin slow. Play me one more song before I go. Let the last note linger long. Let it wrap around our memories like we still belong. If goodbye must come tonight, let it come gentle and low. Play me one more song before I go. There's a porch light burning after midnight, though the town's long gone to sleep. Crickets hum a lonesome hymn, the silence runs so deep. I leave that bulb glowing like a promise I once made, that no matter where you wander, you'd find your way someday. Your coffee cup still on the shelf, lipstick on the ring. I haven't had the heart to wash what's left of us and him. The clock keeps ticking steady like it don't understand how a house can feel so empty when it's full of memories and plans. Oh, porch light after midnight, shining soft and low. Steel guitar keeps crying for love that used to glow. If you see that beacon from some highway far away, follow it back home, dear. I'll be here to stay. I still hang your Sunday dress behind the bedroom door, dust off all your pictures picture frames like I did before. Neighbors say I'm foolish for holding on so tight, but love don't fade that easy, like a neon light. We built this life together, board by board and nail, through every passing season, through every stormy gale. So I'll keep that porch light burning till the break of day, 'cause faithful hearts don't quit just 'cause someone walked away. If pride has been your prison and fear has been your guide, there's mercy in this doorway and room here by my side. The years may paint my hair with gray and line this gentle face, but I'll still be that girl you loved in this quiet place. And if you never make it back, I'll still believe that love don't die, it lingers in the light we leave. Oh, porch light after midnight, porch light after midnight.
There's a map folded in the glove box from 1982, with coffee stains on Oklahoma and a corner torn in two. We traced our way to Baton Rouge with a ballpoint and pen. Said we'd chase that Gulf Coast sunrise and be back home again. Windows down through Arkansas, your hair out in the breeze, singing off-key harmony to old cassettes of Creedence and Keys. You said the world felt wide enough for any dream we drew on that cracked and faded road map, me and you. Now I'm driving with that map again, though the ink has faded thin. Steel guitar crying softly for the roads we might have been. Every mile's a memory, every town a ghost. You can't fold away a paper map, but not the one you miss the most. It still creased across my heart, like that map inside the glove box. We rented out a little place above a bait and tackle store, shared a fan in August heat and blankets on the floor. You worked days at the diner, I hauled freight at night, bed beneath a flickering bulb till the morning light. But I grew restless as a storm rolling off the sea. Said I needed something bigger than what we could be. You cried but didn't stop me, just stood there brave and strong. Sometimes the quiet ones know when love's gone wrong. If I could smooth those creases and start from where we were, I'd hold the steering steady and let the future blur. 'Cause freedom ain't as sweet as I once believed, when the price of every highway is the one you leave. Heard you settle near the water, got a house with painted trim, 2 little boys who look like you, and a man who don't chase wind. As for me, I've got this pickup in 100 county lines, and that worn-out map reminding me of better times. Yeah, I'm driving with that map again, still folded in the glove box. Still folded in the glove box.
There's a silver locket by my bedside, on a ribbon worn and thin, holds a picture of two young hearts and the town we once were in. You wore your hair in victory rolls, I wore mine long and free, and the whole wide world felt small enough for just you and me. We'd meet outside the picture show on Friday nights at 9. You'd spin me round beneath the stars like love was yours and mine. That locket caught our laughter and every whispered vow. Though the thread is faded, fragile, it still holds us somehow. Oh, silver locket, faded thread, keep our story safe. Steel guitar keeps singing of a long-lost warm embrace. Time may fray the ribbon and youth may slip away, but love is stitched in memory, and it won't unravel someday. You left to chase a factory job up north in 65. Promised when the money's right you'd bring me there to thrive. But letters turned to silence as seasons came and went, and the train tracks kept on humming with every dime you spent. I married later on in life, a good and gentle man, but somewhere deep inside my heart your name still softly stands. Not in regret or sorrow, just tender like a hymn, a chapter in my story that never truly dimmed. Oh, silver locket, faded thread, keep our story safe. Steel guitar keeps singing of a long-lost warm embrace. Time may fray the ribbon and youth may slip away, but love is stitched in memory, and it won't unravel someday. Some loves are meant for holding, some just pass us through, but every girl remembers her first forever true. Now the mirror shows a wiser face than the one you knew back then, but when I hold that locket close, I'm 22 again. And if there's a porch in heaven where old sweethearts can meet, I'll wear that ribbon proudly when I walk up your street. Oh, silver locket, faded thread, silver locket, faded thread.
There's a lantern on the porch tonight, swinging in the breeze, casting little halos through the cottonwood trees. I drove that long dirt road again, like I've done before, but tonight I ain't alone, walking to your door.
Dust still on my collar, boots still on my feet, but your smile hits me harder than that summer heat. I've crossed 1,000 miles under open skies, but heaven's always waiting in your eyes.
I saw your headlights winding past the pasture gate, knew by the way they slowed you wouldn't be late. Mama used to tell me love's a steady flame, not a flash of lightning or a passing rain. When you stepped up on that porch, hat down in your hand, you didn't need a single word from me to understand.
Every mile you traveled led you home to me, like rivers find the ocean naturally.
Under lantern light on long dirt roads where the night wind softly blows, steel guitar crying sweet and slow where the wildflower grows, fiddle singing low and true like the vows we hold, two hearts shining steady like that lantern's glow. No matter where life goes, we'll meet again on long dirt roads. We've seen leaner seasons when the crops ran dry, and watched the storm clouds gather in a darkened sky.
But every time I doubted or felt alone, that lantern in your window led me home.
Years may line our faces, silver in your hair,
but I'll keep that porch light burning anytime you're there. Love ain't in the spotlight or the tales they told, it's in these quiet evenings growing old.
if the road turns
Or the
red,
nights grow cold,
I'll follow that light
like I always told.
through every bend and bend again. This
Love won't fold.
under lantern light on long dirt road, under lantern light on long dirt road,
Your road.
under lantern, under lantern. There's a dirt road winding past the edge of town, where the corn grows tall and the sun sinks down. I was just a restless heart with a half-filled tank when I saw you laughing by the riverbank.
You were barefoot in the clover, hair falling free, like the first warm breeze after winter's gone. You felt like a place I belonged all along.
I remember that old pickup pulling slow and shy. You tipped your hat and smiled, wouldn't meet my eye.
Mama said be careful with a boy like you, but something in my heart already knew.
You spoke about wide horizons and fields unplowed, but when you held my hand, you weren't so loud.
In the quiet of that evening air, soft and true, I felt forever, starting with you.
Out in these fields of forever, under open skies,
steel guitar crying tender, like the love in our eyes.
fiddle playing sweet and low, where the tall grass sways. We found a life
Together
in the simplest ways.
hand in hand, come what may,
In these fields of forever we'll stay. We built a little farmhouse with a wraparound view, white paint peeling, but the promise stayed new.
every sunrise caught your face in a golden glow. Every mile I worked just to see you so.
There were seasons hard as iron, bills stacked high, but you'd lean against my shoulder and steady my mind.
Said as long as we've got love, we'll make it through. And I believed every word from you.
I've watched your hair turn silver like the morning frost, but every laugh we've shared was never lost.
Through the storms and quiet, through joy and tears, we planted something lasting all these years.
Now the porch swing creaks in the evening light,
fireflies dancing, soft and bright.
when you pull me close like you used to do, I still feel that first night with you. Out in these fields of forever, under painted skies,
Steel guitar rising higher as the years roll by.
fiddle singing memories of love that stays. We found a life
Together in 1,000 ways, hand in hand, come what may. In these fields of forever we'll stay. If the cold wind comes someday,
I'll still hold you the same.
like roots beneath the meadow deep, our love will keep.
Out in these fields of forever, where our story lies,
Steel guitar still calling like a lullaby.
fiddle drifting through the dusk, soft and true.
Every road I ever took led me to you.
Hand in hand till our last day.
In these fields of forever we'll stay, just you and me. Under open sky, fields of forever. bluebonn is blooming by the roadside. Same as years ago, I pulled my car off Highway 9 just to watch them grow. You used to say they match my eyes on a Texas springtime day, when love was young and reckless and we had our own sweet way. Your pickup truck was faded red with dust along the side. We'd drive with all the windows down and let the warm wind ride. Radio playing softly some old heartbreak song, but with your arm around me, nothing could go wrong. Oh, bluebonnet memories blooming in my mind. Steel guitar keeps crying for a love I left behind. Simple days and open skies and promises so true. Every spring they blossom and I'm right back there with you. We carved our names in cedar wood down by Miller's Creek. Talked about forever like it wasn't far to reach. You said you'd build a little home with a porch swing wide, where baby's laughter someday would echo far and wide. But life can turn like weather without a warning sign. You took a job in Dallas, said you'd be just fine. City lights grew brighter, country roads grew dim, and somewhere in that distance I slowly lost you to them. Oh, bluebonnet memories blooming in my mind. Steel guitar keeps crying for a love I left behind. Simple days and open skies and promises so true. Every spring they blossom and I'm right back there with you. I don't blame the restless years or dreams we couldn't hold. Some loves are like wildflowers, too tender to grow old. But every time the spring wind brushes through my hair, I feel your hand upon my cheek, like you're still standing there. Now I keep a pressed blue bonnet inside my dresser drawer, right beside the photograph of us at 24. Time has given silver strands where golden curls once lay. But when those flowers bloom again, my heart still slips away. Oh, bluebonnet memories blooming soft and slow. Steel guitar still whispering of a love I used to know.